Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
Hello, everyone. Well, let me get that stupid chat thing turned off. I always get to do that. There we go. Oh, there it is right there. Turn that off. Get that out of my way. Back here. Get that off. And I'm good to go. All right. Good day, folks. How you doing? Hope everyone's doing well today. Here we go. Wow. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's I got this. I've been using this hat in my vlog here lately. This is one Judy got me for my birthday this year, and it's a comfortable hat. And I like it. So but hey, let's just get right into the. Hello, Chris. Let's get into. Let's bring on my co-host, none other than the fantastic joke-telling hit of the '90s. None other than Mr. Art Carlson.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Yeah. Hey, Art, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I loved your video.
Did you? Yeah.
The Avada. And now we know what kind of, where you live and what kind of house you live in. And
Yeah.
do you know what my friends in Michigan call those houses?
What's that?
Shit shacks.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, my house is much nicer. That's my son's house. His house is next door. He's got a bigger front yard than I do. I got big old trees out, and I'm only probably about 50 foot back from the street, so it's very short front yards, and with two big trees right in the middle, and so
Right.
I flew over at his house, and
Right.
but yeah, it's well, hello, Don. Welcome.
You flew like an 80-year-old too, just very slow.
I was just getting used to it, man. I mean, that's
when I got that thing, I ripped, man. But I was out in the parking lot.
Right. Did you see all the crap I could run into?
Well, hey, you got the goggles. I mean, you can see where you're going.
Yeah, but it's not. I kept wanting to do this. It's like, yeah, it don't work that way.
Kind of like a blind person with a stick.
That's pretty much what it was. Yeah, it was a trip, but I had fun. So hey, let me go ahead and welcome everybody. Let's start at the top here. Got Mason. Hello, Johnny D. Artco, you're here. Glenn, Thunderbird 6. Jim Beauchart, welcome. I forgot to send him a link. I didn't know if he had time tonight or not, but
yeah, he said he was lurking tonight.
Yeah, well, he might have been wore out from last night's show. It was a humdinger long
did
show.
about an hour of that.
Oh, I stayed to just about the last giveaway, I think, and then I just couldn't handle any more of it. So, anyways, Northside Hawk, Dom's waiting in the green room. Trevor, welcome, mate. See, we're being well represented by the Aussies.
Yep, we got Chris, Sunrise Water Media.
Right, and Grant, Mr. State, Grant's here, yeah. And
Mel.
Don, Mel's here, and Don from Mudball Creative.
Right, and Kent.
Kent is here too, yeah. Thank you, Kent, yeah. I'm, this is my Aussie hat, it's just like, it's a shape.
Well, you need to fold it up on the side. Then you'd have
No, that's a military style. This is an Outback hat. This is a drover's hat.
Oh, okay.
This is their version of a cowboy hat, and I mean it's. See, I even comb my hair, folks. I hope you notice that. But no, it's just comfortable. This one is wool. Now if I put on my cowboy hat. Now that's a 10X beaver hat, and after last night's show, we're not going to discuss beaver at all. Last night's show was yeah. But where are the corks? The corks?
Yeah, where is Winona?
Oh, where is it? Okay, yeah.
You don't know that song?
No.
By Primus? Winona's Big Brown Beaver?
Oh, God, yeah, no, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
We got Russell Glorum and Stephen
Glitterum.
Drones.
All right. And Stephen Drones. Okay. Well, hey, let's just go ahead and bring in our Aussie member of the panel.
Yeah, good morning.
Who is good? Good day to you, mate. Yeah, it was like last night's show was.
It was. I was reading the chat with what Mudball said. That was the band.
Primus. Okay.
Primus. Yeah.
All right. Well,
5 hours. 5 hours. It was yesterday. That was yesterday my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between
that was
and nearly 6 o'clock. Between 1 and nearly 6 o'clock my time.
I know. It.
We had.
I don't know how much longer y'all.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties along the line as well. My phone just kept overheating for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had Addy right next to you. I would be overheating too.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that was it.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it back, and I realized that I still had the virtual background on while we were driving.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that because I wanted to go back and watch the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was driving, so I couldn't really see the chat. So I just wanted to see what the interactions were like.
It was a wild show. It was definitely so. In case anybody doesn't know it, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have the Avada, and the only thing I'll be drinking. And actually, I'm a little bit after Uncle Bill's show. I'm a little scary to bring this up, but it is tea in a bottle. You know, if you guys watched the show last night, you know what that's referencing. But this is tea, guys. So notice it's small neck. Yeah, you had to watch the show last night to know what that was all about. But yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, I've got the Avada, and I had some fun with it the other day, and
you got some really nice crotch shots too.
Oh, wasn't that great? Yeah, I thought that.
Boy, you were just. I'm like going, okay, yeah, nice eggs there.
They weren't showing. I checked. Unless you zoomed in, I don't know. I had, because Judy said the same thing. She says, "You weren't flashing, were you?" I said, "No, I wasn't."
No, I think it was your son wearing the sweats.
Yeah, he was wearing the sweats.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was wearing the sweats. I was wearing the shorts. That was me in the shorts. Yeah.
Well, at least your mouse didn't show.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I didn't pay attention to his. I just threw the video up there, and I didn't look at. I probably should have looked at that first part a little bit better, but I just
you probably should have.
Yeah, I'll have to go back now.
I already did it. Didn't get flagged by YouTube.
Yeah.
And speaking of YouTube, did you hear Darcy from Darcizzle Offshore? One of her videos got demonetized because she wears those skimpy bikinis, and for some reason they demonetized one of her videos. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if of course, I'm not monetized, and I never will be, just because of that kind of crap there, basically.
We'll change that tonight.
Yeah. Well, and I actually, to be honest with you, that was the second of that video, because after I did it and I put it together, I thought, that's just really boring watching me fly around in a circle, which, I was doing my NASCAR impersonation there. Left turn. But, but I thought,
well, you were practicing.
I had no music.
Got his Avada. Let him have his fun.
Yeah, well, and that was it. I was practicing. That was kind of my first flight. I'd done that one the other day, and basically all I did was raise it up off the ground, turn it around a couple of times, put it back down, and say, okay, that's enough right now. So. But and I also didn't fly with the goggles that first day, because it was I don't know, it was too disorienting at the moment. So I thought I want to get used to using the motion controller.
Next time, sit down and fly. Maybe.
I wasn't dizzy. It wasn't the dizziness. I couldn't. It's like my eyes and what my hand was doing. My hand was over here off the side doing something, and I'm sitting there looking like, where the hell is my hand? I like, oh, what the hell's it doing over there? You know.
Well, with me, I know to keep it right in front of me, and in one of the videos, I think it was the video, the how-to video, is I held the bottom part, and that helped me to steer
and that's
better.
Yeah, I got me a bag today for this is what I've got.
There you go.
It was on sale, but it holds everything I need and has pockets inside of it and all that. But one thing I'm really wanting to do is here it is and this also fits on top of
it. Mel, the name of the channel is Darsizzle Offshore.
Yeah. But what I'm wanting to do, and because you guys that have this know what it is, I want to develop something that will attach to either an armchair or a wheelchair, so that it can just sit there and be held up, like that, and then you can just use it like a regular joystick. I know it could be 3D printed if somebody's smart enough to do it. Just say, I came up with the idea, and then sell them or do what you want with them as long as I get one. Because I think that would make it a lot easier for people like you and me, Art, to have, difficulties. And that was part of my intention of getting this was, did yours come with this silly thing attached, or did you have to attach yours?
Yeah, I did have the lanyard on it.
Already? Okay. Yeah, because mine came like that from the factory, but, and I said yesterday on your show that I told you yesterday that I was going to be getting my batteries on the 14th. They wouldn't be shipping till the 14th. My bad. Not the 14th of October, the 14th of November. So I'll get my batteries in time for Thanksgiving.
There you go.
But
all right, Mel, I put the link in the chat. Go check her out. She's actually good. She actually tells you what gear they're using, what kind of bait they're using. Where Lisa offshore or Lisa fishing, the other gals that go fishing, they don't really tell you anything. They just show you, I got fish.
Yeah, I think I know what channel. One of those gals we actually had on Mel's live show, 400 AGL.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, she's out of Texas.
Yeah, she's out of Texas. Yeah, we had her on Mel's show at one time. So, but anyways, I haven't been this enthused about anything that DJI has put out. Hello, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Welcome to the show. I haven't been this enthused about anything since I got my Mavic Air. I bought the Spark, and then I decided after almost crashing it that it didn't have enough safety features on it, so I bought the Mavic Air, the original. I haven't bought another one other than my 5-inch Rotor Riot, and I can't fly it right now because my son
has the radio.
Has the radio, yeah.
So, and had you paid attention and were at my show, you might have won the radio.
I was, and I signed up for it. I watched the whole thing, but Alexis won it. Yeah, and I was actually like, damn.
Yeah, you were pretty close.
It was me and then one other person, and then it stopped at me, and then it flipped over, and then it stopped at them, and then it flipped over. Like, damn. And that happened to me, all night. But I was there because I watched.
That's right. That's right. I remember.
And and that was part of the reason why, is because I wanted. I always lurk in your show. I just don't always I don't always. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I don't always comment. Yeah, I don't always comment.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can always say hello to everybody. That's what most of the people do. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
How you doing? Yeah, I've been flying.
And you know, speaking of not Dom, but Don, the Mudball, if he would just learn ventriloquism, he is so damn funny, so natural that if he could do, fish eye, do ventriloquism, he would have, he would be unstoppable.
Yes,
And listen, it's not that hard to do because if I can do it,
fun.
anybody can do it. You know, I mean, like I said, if I can learn to do it, anybody can do it. So.
I hear something in the background. What's going on? You got your monitor up too high?
Nope.
Again?
Not me. Must be Dom.
Must be, yeah.
It might be the restaurant noise.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the restaurant. Yeah. Okay,
and on Dad's floor number 4, it is Tiffany.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I turn the volume down on the mic, or is that a little bit too annoying for you?
No, it's not bothering me.
Right
now, bother anybody else.
Okay. But I almost didn't make it tonight because this morning when I went to work, my brake extension pedal fell off.
Oh my God.
I'm like going, oh, holy crap. So evidently when I had my car serviced a couple months ago, those guys thought, hey, we'll take this off. It'll make it easier for us to, move the car. And then they just put it on without tightening the bolts.
Oh, wonderful.
So, on the way home, I went to the grocery store, got a few things, bought some CLR. And when I got home, I took that pedal off and had a big, those jars that you make orange juice in?
Yeah.
Plastic, and they have that plunger.
Yeah.
Anyway, I put that in there and I poured some of that CLR up to where the bolts I wanted to loosen up because they were rusted. And so I let that sit for about an hour. And then I went and ordered a pizza, which was very good. It was a Papa John's, not a Papa Sergio. It was a Papa John's. But I'm telling you, Dominic, you need to open up a pizza parlor.
You need to start your own Australian
Papa Sergio. Because
Papa Sergio's
he serves
Italian
best cream pies. Yep.
Italian Australian pizza. There you go. Pizza with kangaroo on it.
Yeah,
that's got
the best meat lovers pizza.
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of
and stuffed crust with
stuffed crust.
We don't know what it's stuffed with. It might be kangaroo.
Mystery.
It might be wallaby. It might be even koala. Yeah.
It might even be an ornamental pear tree.
There you go.
Oh, don't get started on that one.
I don't know if you saw that part of the show, Art, or not, but
you've got to. Yeah, you've got to
just look up the nickname for ornamental pear tree. I'm not going to do that on this show, but
exactly. You go back and watch.
Okay, I'll have to do that.
Yeah, about 2 hours into it. Yeah,
about 3 or 4 hours in. Yeah.
Yeah, it got crazy. And I actually looked it up, and that's what it is. It's an ornamental pear tree, and I'll just let you figure out what that is. That stream was crazy. You're right, Chris. It was nuts last night. That was. I don't see how any of them guys
got. It was pretty nutty on this show last week as well.
Oh, we were like mild. I mean, we were like a Disney show compared to what that was.
Oh,
it did really get off track. It was more than off track. It actually derailed there about probably 3
there
hours
we go,
in.
right there.
I remember. Yeah.
There's your specialty pizza right there.
Yeah, with a drop bear.
Drop bear yummy. There you go.
Yeah.
And then you have a fried maize
Barbecue,
bar after that.
Yeah, barbecue drop bear. You just can't beat that. Yeah. But, that reminds me, Greg, he told his wife and daughter, because they're from the Philippines, he told them about drop bears. He never told them the truth. And they still think, they still worry when they go out, into the outback that they're going to get attacked by drop bears.
Jim's done the 4 minutes of comedy gold again this week, so I reckon there's more than 4 minutes. I reckon you.
Yeah, definitely. Welcome, Joe Blaylock. Jim's droning, and
it'd be at least an hour.
That's Blaylock. That Blowlock.
What'd I say? Joe Blaylock. I got. Sorry, Joe. Welcome, Joe. We'll just leave it at that. Drone, hey, and Ron from Drone Nation, who has a really good.
His cousin Jolene.
Anyways, Ron has a great show on at 8:00 our time. I'm ignoring you, Art. Just letting that one slide. And so if you want to learn something about drones, well, that's the show to watch. If you want to learn something about ridiculous, wasteful time, well, this is the show to watch. If you just want to waste an hour, come here. You can't say what you thought you heard Art say. Well, yeah.
That's why I didn't get crazy last night, because, Benjamin was there, and I kind of feel a little weird about doing adult humor with little kids around.
I was very careful myself.
Until everybody else was dropping the F-bomb, and I'm like going, okay.
Yeah, it got even worse after you left.
Oh, it just went. It derailed.
It did. It went off the rails bad. And welcome, Help at Home, Jim.
It would have been about 3 hours in, I reckon.
Well, if Don had got off when he wanted to, if they'd ended it when Don wanted to do that hard, break right there, but he got sucked into it too, and it's like, it was he just.
Well, when Wedge and Big left and Art left, and there was 7 on the panel, that's when it derailed.
Once it hit,
that's when all the fun started.
Hello, Drone Rob, and Help at Home Jim. He is, he was one of my. He's the guy that did the video last week that I showed for my birthday, and he was one of my very first sponsors. He got me a lavalier mic so I could start doing my videos, and I still have it. It's in my camera bag, and I still use it when I'm not using my phone. Which lately I've been using my phone again, which is nice, but. I'm enjoying vlogging, but I'm finding that doing 5 vlogs a week, if I don't have anything major change, I'm just sitting there going, okay, blah, 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 okay, see you next time. And that's, it's like, what the hell's it? Because people aren't pissing me off as much as they used to. I could get pissed off at anything. I used to get mad about man buns, right? That was a pet peeve of mine, man buns, right? Just drove me over the edge. Well, there is a new old phenomena in hairstyles coming out now. It's a new but old phenomena in hairstyles. What do you think that would be?
Mohawk?
Nope. I thought you were going to say it, but no, it starts with an M.
Mullets.
Mullets are big again. I'm going, oh my God. Yeah, because I saw it on The Voice Australia, and it was also in, there's a guy on there, and there's also been a couple, Voice Germany, and I think America's Got Talent. They're bringing them back. It's like, oh my God, that was bad the first time around. What the hell are they thinking? These kids must have looked at their grandparents' videos, and like, hey, that's
or maybe
cool.
they saw Joe Dirt.
Well, that could be true too. And that's the way it looks too. It looks just like Joe Dirt. Like,
Mhm.
oh my God. But, that's good for Billy Ray because, him and Blake Shelton can now bring their famous hairstyles back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is really embarrassing that Blake Shelton is from Oklahoma and he wore a mullet. That's just the good thing about me is having curly hair. I couldn't grow a mullet worth of crap. I could do a damn good afro. But yeah, I've been sitting and the man bun things. I've had to kind of pull back on that because when you got professional wrestlers like Roman Reigns and some of these, relatives that belong to The Rock and stuff, I am not going to tell them they look like a bunch of sissy boys wearing their man buns. So I've had to notice that the guys wearing them now are big enough to protect yourself. So okay, yep,
We'll just go
looks
easy
good
on
for
them.
me.
Yep.
But
Oh, by the
but
way,
yeah,
it's mullet season in Florida.
is it mullet season, in Florida?
Yeah, the big mullet run is happening.
Yeah. Have you ever been snipe hunting, Art?
No, I have.
You haven't? Okay. Well, believe it or not, it is a believe it or not, it is a real hunting season here in Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah, they're a
I
small.
watched Cheers, so I know about snipe hunting.
Yes, but there is really a bird. It's like a sandpiper.
Yeah.
It's a river. It's a river bird, and it's called a snipe. And there is a snipe season here in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like, me and my cousin were talking about that one day. He said, "You want to go snipe hunting?" I said, "No, I've been there, done that." I said, "I froze the boys off in a cornfield in Colorado years ago." I said, "I learned that trick. Me and a couple of my friends went snipe hunting. Our older brothers took us. They're good about that stuff."
Well,
But,
on
yeah.
September 1st is dove season here in Colorado.
Yeah.
And Rick goes down to his ranch every September 1st with his grandkids, and they go out and blast about 100 birds or something. They get a shit ton of birds.
Well, the thing it did, man. They hit the afterburners, and there were no brakes. There was zero. I mean, you see, this thing's got this big giant brake button.
That's the
I was sitting there last night pushing the hell out of it, and there was nothing was going to help that show. It just kept, somebody engaged a flux capacitor on that damn show. I'm telling you.
Warp 9, engage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, if I wanted to, of course, I would get in trouble for doing it. But I could step out in my front yard here, and I could shoot doves all day long. We got a whole brood of them that are on our right. I mean, right, literally on the corner telephone pole. They, and they're doves. They're not pigeons. I mean, they're actual doves. It's like, okay.
Well, you got a pellet gun. Let's make
I do. Yeah. And that's. I think the thought is. I thought about doing that a couple. Actually, I have fired a couple shots at them, but missed. As before my eye
pellet
operation.
Guns, check out Iguana Solutions. Jessica goes out and she hunts iguanas because she's part of the iguana removal down in South Florida.
You've got to post it in the chat.
Do what?
If you're going to talk about something, you've got to post it in the chat.
Well, Iguana
Jim's droning has a pet
Solutions.
Well,
I'll have a look.
The last time I went pigeon hunting was with my brother, and I think I was about 17, 18, was in Grand Junction. We went down there, we hunted and hunted and hunted, and finally we got out of our desperation. We shot one dove, and because they just weren't prevalent, so we ended up shooting pigeons. Yeah, but and we were. I mean, I was 17.
Jerky.
Well, I was 17.
The Cadillac of processed meat.
My brother was 27, and our dad, he says, "You shot him. You clean them, you eat them.
Mm.
So we took them damn pigeons home. We cleaned them, plucked them.
How were they?
They weren't bad, but they were a little tough. They're just a little tough. Because there's not a lot of meat on a pigeon or in a dove
Or a dove either.
or a dove. Yeah, I mean it's just like
Mm.
you gotta kill about 300 of them damn things to make a decent meal for anybody. But
Mm.
pigeons are a type of dove, but river pigeons, those are scavenger type pigeons that eat whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, they.
Mm-hmm.
But we had fun shooting them. It's like railroad pigeons or the pigeons in the McDonald parking lot.
Yeah.
Along with pigeons and crows in the McDonald parking lot. That's like, yeah, okay. But I just not much of a bird eater or a rabbit eater. I don't like. I like my
Rabbit's
stuff.
good. You gotta get them in the spring because in the summer, then they get a parasite that, and you know.
Yeah, well,
I got it's kind of like with prairie dogs. They get the plague and it kind of wipes them out for a while, and then
you got
later, you got a shit ton of rabbits.
Rabbit in the fall and then going into winter time during rabbit season.
But jackrabbit, that probably has quite a bit more meat on it.
Yeah, but they are nasty. I don't like. Well, and I've told this story before about two of our sergeants were gaming the system. They were basically taking and selling the chickens out of the chow hall, the uncooked chickens, and making money on the side, and then replacing them with jackrabbit. These were jackrabbits. These were desert jackrabbits. Out down there by San Antonio. They'd go out hunting every weekend and bring back, and then they'd sell the chickens. And well, it was so. And I kept saying, man, this does not taste like chicken. We had there for a while. That first 3 weeks of boot camp, we had chicken every day, and you didn't get a choice. You walked up there, slapped it on, and handed. The best you could do was ask for, I want a thigh or a drumstick. Man, this is the toughest damn chicken thigh. They're just overcooking this crap. And then I kept saying, I turned to a couple of guys. I said, if I didn't know better, I'd say this is jackrabbit. And about halfway through boot camp, they shut our chow hall down. It was condemned by the Department of Health. They had to shut it down. Oh, yeah, they shut it down. They condemned it. And it was just like, hello, Chris Wedgeworth. Welcome.
Hey, Chris.
Yes. So I've never been a fan of rabbits since then, But elk meat's good. Moose is good. Bear meat's okay.
Have you tried goat?
I haven't. What?
Do what, Dom?
Goat.
Goat? I've never had goat. Well, I may have when I was a kid going down to visit my family.
I had prairie goats. And Lloyd, you probably know what prairie goat is.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Antelope.
Yeah, a nice goat curry.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I have some antelope burger in.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to bring up the term Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, hey, I'm nuts about them.
Yeah, I was just waiting for that to come into the chat.
Hey, you guys hang on to the show a minute. I'm going to step out for just a second. I got to go check on Judy. So,
all right. We'll hold on with. I could play all the sound effects and everything.
Yeah, I've had emu.
Oh, I hear it tastes like steak.
It's not bad actually, but kangaroo.
The ostrich is similar.
Yeah, ostrich, emu, they're cousins. Kangaroo's nice.
Yeah.
That is a very tasty meat.
Okay.
Trying to think. Crocodile's not too bad. It's just a bit strange.
Well, I've had alligator. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they're cousins again. Kangaroo is actually a very tasty and tender meat.
What is?
Kangaroo.
Oh, kangaroo, yeah.
Yeah, just Scott Nadeau asked the question there. It's a very tasty. It's not stringy. It's really hard to explain.
Is it mostly the meat is mostly in the tail and the thighs?
Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah, it's very tender. It's a dark red, and it has to be cooked properly.
Right.
As I said, it's really hard to explain.
Okay.
It's actually it's
I'm
like
back, but I can't hear you
it's
because
like
I
a
got my
sort of
headset
like
unplugged.
a beef back strip. It's
okay.
similar. It's a very similar, similar consistency, but it's got a little bit more taste. Yeah, it tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
Except chicken.
Yeah, chicken doesn't taste like chicken. Yeah.
Look who we got.
Hey, it's Chris.
What's up, guys?
Good
how y'all
evening.
doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. Uncle, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You can't take him anywhere.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm doing good.
No comment, Dominic.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
But been enjoying my Avata, and it's a fun thing to fly. You know.
So you got you one. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah. Yep. This is only got this controller because I never. This is the like I was telling everyone. This is the first DJI drone I've bought since the Mavic Air original. You know, so I just thought, why do I want a 1, 2, 3, 4 version of whatever it is? You know, it's just it wasn't. But I thought this thing, this Cinewhoop, I thought, this is a fun thing to fly. So, that's why I went. That's why I went for it. And I watched Ken Dono and I watched Ken Heron's videos on it. I watched Billy Kyle. Which, I watched Billy Kyle's video on it too. I know.
Yeah, you didn't watch mine?
Well, I watched yours, but hell, I watched all of yours, but and I was
at least a GIMP flew it.
Yeah, that's right. A GIMP can fly it. So I figured if a GIMP can fly it, so can an old fart. So
did you fly it with the controller, or did you have the radio?
Yep, I got the motion controller. That's all because I'm cheap right now. But
no, you're not cheap. That's just
DJI's got a sale today, so I went back there hoping I could get the RC controller out of stock.
Oh yeah.
All the stuff that I wanted was out of stock.
I ordered the Flymore kit. And I won't be getting that until the middle of November. So it's like so all my batteries are going to be. I wish there was a faster charger for it.
Yeah, Andrew asked me how the FPV's going. Flew 5 packs last Friday. The first 2, I was real kind of sketchy, but after that, acro all the way, rock and roll.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun. You still got your FPV quad you bought, Lloyd?
Yes, I still do. But I don't have a controller at the moment because my son there was a hobby store that was selling fixed wings and stuff here at our mall before it shut down. Well, before it turned into the U.S. Post Office and they took over. And he went in there and these guys were selling these fixed wings, and he bought about 4 of them for. I mean, we're talking. There's a couple of them are really, they were like $400 or $500 planes when he bought them, or not when he bought them. He got them all for like $120.
Wow.
But his Tyrannus, what is it, TX7 or what is it? The one you've got, Art?
Oh, the QX7.
QX7, yeah. Well, he couldn't get it to bind with any of the aircraft. So I said, here, I've got this pack on the back. See if you can try it. And he went over there and he got it to bind with his aircraft. So he's flying his fixed wings with that. And I haven't. And to be honest with you, I hadn't hardly picked that thing up. I get it off the ground, bounce it around, bounce it through the walls, and out in the front yard, flip it over, and then just sit out of hell with it. But this is a different thing. I can, like the video shows, I fly like an old man, but until I've got to get used to, not doing this when I'm trying to make it. It's like, and this don't work either. It's like this,
nope,
this, and this.
Yep.
You're trying to drive it.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't figured out what the head tracking actually does, though.
I haven't tried that either.
I have it turned on, but I can't tell that it does anything. So, but I discovered something when I took everything off the two SD cards after I read what Art said about making sure you have the SD card enabled on the drone.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, after I took both of them off, I realized that the one on the drone, I had it broke up into different increments, and it was
they do that.
Well, it's because I started and stopped it, but what I forgot to do was shut off the recording on my headset. So I got like 2 minutes of it just sitting there in the ground while I'm sitting there trying to figure. It keeps telling you double push this, do that, stuff that, and I'm like, okay, what? Like, oh, I got 2 minutes to see my damn feet.
Yeah, Andrew's telling you just to wrist fly it,
and that's it,
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's just this, and that's. I mean that. Yeah. And also, I'm not heavy on the trigger because I saw too many people or heard about too many people that I could just see. I go, what's this do? And then it'd be gone. Like
don't forget about Maverick.
Mm-hmm. Did you switch from metric to imperial? I haven't done that yet.
I did. Yes, I went in there and did that because because one other thing it's got.
Don't shake your head, Dominic.
Yeah. One of the other things is it's got two different speeds over there on the monitor, and it shows. I don't know if one is forward speed and one's just. If you look over in the left-hand corner of your goggles, you'll see where it shows the speed, and it shows two different ones.
Oh. I noticed the height one.
Yeah.
And that's the only in the distance. Yeah.
Yeah, well down there you'll see the miles per hour of how fast you're going. And there's two of them. One of them just moves just a little bit. The other one is your forward driving speed. I don't know if I don't know if one maybe is your vertical speed when you're raising it up. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to.
Hey, Sean, good to see you.
Hey,
John Oz is here.
Well, hi, thank you. I'm glad you stopped in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Now I tried to get to crash with the motion controller, but I would go straight and then just go like that to try to make it do like a
simulate
power slide. But it wouldn't do that. It just turned around and went back.
I honestly think with that ducted, with the ducted system, that what they're doing is they're just, when they're falling out of the skies, they're just cranking it too hard and they're just getting zero lift, and and because it's top heavy, then it just, and then it becomes, it's pushing again. It's pushing it right into the ground, or the motor shuts. Actually, when it flips upside down, the motor shuts off. So.
Yeah, it's that vortex ring state where you basically just lose air to lift it.
Yeah. And
that happens with the Phantom. The one you can tell when it's in that state, it start acting stupid.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm never going to fly that fast or that high. So even if it does fall out of the ground, it's only going to drop a few feet because, and I honestly think it's because it's not. Although I watched Ken Heron's video where he was flying there in Nashville and stuff, and that was where he was, but
at the parking lot.
Yeah, and where he was going up that side of that building. And I don't know if you saw the one that I think it's just yesterday he put it out.
Yeah, that's in Memphis. That's the Bass Pro Shop building, the Pyramid.
Yeah, Bass Pro Shop. That's right. It's the Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Didn't know it. Yeah. So, I'm not
care,
doing that
Sean.
kind of flying. Okay. All right, Sean. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. So, and don't let me forget.
Close the door on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put the lid down when you're done. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why I said. I know why I said that. Ranger has got a new bad habit.
Oh, he thinks that's his water bowl now.
Yeah. And it's like, I can walk by down the hallway one, here is last week or so. I was like, well, I went in there to, I thought, well, I need to clean it, clean up the bathroom a little bit. And I went in there and thought, why in the hell isn't there any damn water in this bowl? And I'm looking. I thought, okay, well, sometimes, they drain out or they evaporate or something, but we hadn't had that much hot weather to toss that. And I'm going, what the hell is going on? And so last week I walked by and heard, what the hell is that? And I looked in there and I said, Ranger, get the hell out of there. He's like, okay. So now I have to make sure I put the toilet down. Put the lid down because he thinks it's his fresh water bowl. Yeah. It's like, really? So, yeah. So
either that or leave a turd in there and then you'll go, God damn it.
I'm not even going to discuss what dogs will do.
Assholes. You guys are fucking jerks.
Well, no, because think about it. Why would it bother them? They sniff each other's ass anyways. What difference would it make?
Exactly.
I know. I just go shut the damn lid.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, so. But lift vector, not life vectors. Oh, Ben Cartwright. Yeah, he wrote up there. He said, let's see, we always thought about life vector in full size flying, but the vector is going straight up out your head. When you tilt the vector, you lose lift. Yeah, he meant lift vector, and it auto-corrected to, yeah, and that's it,
Damn, I would have corrected.
And
he ought to know.
Yep. I mean, it made perfectly good sense. I watched Ken Dono's when he answered. I didn't watch it. I went back and watched his live stream, but that's a different story. But that was just pure comedy gold as far as I was concerned.
Oh, definitely.
It's okay,
Entertainment.
I put up there that I think I put up there somewhere. Ken is one of my favorite grandsons, and Maddie says, "What about me?" I said one of them. I got enough, but he called, he's been calling me grandpa for forever now. But anyways, I watched his video on that and the vortex thing, and I watched what XJet, but I was dozing because of all the scribbling and drawing. Just tell me what it's doing and give a demonstration. I don't need pictures. I want to see the thing. But XJet's good at what he does. It's just. But I watched. I had to go back and watch 2 of those streams to figure out what all was going on. It's like, okay, that's a different problem. I'm not worried about that. But I think that it loses its. It's just like. It's like when a jet drops in behind and gets in too close, and they get they lose their their turbine. So they get the.
It's also the same if fart's behind you and you fart.
Yeah.
The same scenario.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crop dusting. It's crop dusting. Yeah.
Andrew, I don't think Uncle Bill is lurking because I actually talked to him or chatted with him a week or so ago, and he works on Monday nights. So I guess he's working at the bowling alley on Mondays. So unfortunately, we can't have him on the show. I don't know how he's feeling tonight working because he had a late night and it was a wild one.
It must have been at least 3 a.m.
Oh my God, that's Jesus. He done. He done went ice bike on us.
It was. I gave up at about. I finally at 2:00 said, man, I got to go to sleep. 2:00 Central, which was it's about 3 a.m. their time. So I think about 1:45. I said, okay.
I was looking for some reading fodder about 1:30. I guess I could have turned it over to that.
Yeah, because it was still going, and it's like, oh my God, I just I can't lay there and watch that much going on. But I was laughing so damn much. I mean, it's like there were parts of it just hilarious, and parts of it I'm just going, oh my God, they said that, and like I said, it made last week's show that we did here. It made it look like a Disney cartoon.
Oh man,
it got pretty bad. Like I said, look up ornamental pear tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you better be careful how you look it up.
Yeah. But look up the nickname for ornamental pear tree, and we'll leave it at that. And you can go watch the latter half of Uncle Bill's show. But because
it's all right to have him kind of show.
Dom, you started it. You and Addie started it last night.
Well, she asked me if I'd made a comment on any of the live streams about those trees, and I said no. I keep forgetting, and so she brought the term up.
Yes, she did.
And then I said, well, we've got to drive past a few of them, so we put them on the camera.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
You had Addie on there last night.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She seems like a good, wholesome young lady.
Yep.
She's fun. She was actually on this show last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been out on your show, Lloyd. I'm sorry, but the time has changed. So the sun. You got sun now. It's down earlier. So.
Yeah. Because you've got stuff to do there. You get off work, you got a couple extra hours of daylight. You can get out, but now that it's getting dark, it's the days are getting shorter.
That don't change till the opening weekend of deer season for us. That's November, the first Sunday in November.
Yeah.
So that's when it changes. So then it's going to be dark at freaking 5:30.
5:30. Yeah.
6 o'clock.
Hello, Captain Ray. Welcome.
Hey, Captain.
But
Captain Ray.
But here's like I was, Chris. This is what I've been telling. Part of the reason I want to get this is because this. I hate that stupid thing there, but the design of this, no matter what they want to call it, the design of this is, I think, could be, if somebody has a 3D printer, they could make like something that this could sit in and then have a plate underneath it, so that you could, with Velcro straps, you could strap it to your easy chair. You could strap it, as long as this was still able to get free movement.
You want to make a strap on?
Well, yeah, it has to be held on somehow. So yes,
I'm
not even gonna.
I get you about the sitting. I get you about the sitting down part, because it's easier to. For me, I'm not a novice like some guys. It's easier to sit down and flat, because you get lightheaded, you get dizzy. So I see. So maybe sit something on your knee.
Yeah, because the way this is designed, if you made like a cup sort of situation out of what is it? PLA, the more soft.
Well, maybe you get Addie to make a mold of her hand to hold it.
That's true too. Yeah. Now, but you got to have it to where this thing rotates, because then it'll be like
rotate.
So it'd be like a joystick.
That's what we call round the world.
Yeah, you want a joystick flight controller is what you're looking for, Lloyd.
Exactly, and I think this could, with the right, silicone lake pilot. You're right. That's a 3D printed knob to stop your hand slipping. That or
pretty good bolster on it, Ben.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say. You know what? My son came up with the idea. He said somebody needs to make one that's long enough. It has a plate on the bottom, but it slides on like a condom. It's like, really?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But the idea, silicone.
But ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah, well, speaking of ribbed, the ribs are. I should have them tomorrow, or at least I'll have the battery strap holder from Indono. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I ordered them, and he shipped them, and one of them's in was today was
exactly
Indigenous People Day. So here in
Mhm.
Oklahoma, and Columbus Day for us white rednecks. And so it was a
There's another work day for this one.
yeah. Well, it was a
Same
federal
here.
holiday.
Kids were out of school. Nearly every school around. I think every school around here was out today.
Were they? Yeah,
But
I
they
didn't
call
pay.
it in-service days.
Oh, okay. Well, I noticed like I have 4 listings of what they call it, on my calendar popped up. Like, why are we celebrating? There's 4 different things, and one of them was Indigenous Peoples Day. You know, and
Not getting
as
into
far as
that.
I know, yeah. Of course, I live on a reservation now, so I guess I was celebrating Indigenous People Day rather than Columbus Day because
As so you should, Lloyd. I mean,
yeah,
they were here first, not us.
yeah, yeah. I want to know who was here before them because those are the people that really got ripped off.
Yeah.
I ain't researched it that for you. I just know the American Indian was. No telling
they were.
how long they'd
Yeah.
been here a long time.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they could have been the Aztecs and moved up here to North Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, I think most of them came out now. Yeah, probably the ones that came to Oklahoma. They've only been here, 150 years or so because they were moved thanks to Andrew Jackson from Georgia and places like that to here. The Trail of Tears.
Colorado had the Anasazi. They're the cliff dwellers.
Yes,
severity.
Yeah, and they've. Have you ever been to Mesa Verde?
Yep.
Yeah, that is a neat place, but I'm telling you, sometimes it's a pain to get to. I don't know if they let people go through the tour now, or do they have it? Can you still go through the cliff dwellings?
I think they do.
Okay.
As far as I know. But I know Vic Moss got a chance to fly his drone there.
Oh, did he? Cool.
Because he knows people.
He knows
when
people,
you're part of the FAA, you get to do shit.
Exactly. So, 107 drones, welcome. Yes.
Hey, Barkley.
That's Mr. Barkley, and
that's
it's a
Mr. Barkley.
It's a heavy on Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Barkley.
Mr. Barkley. Yeah.
Kind of like Mr. Rogers, same kind of guy.
Yeah. What was it they were talking about last night? Somebody about Mr. Rogers, and I'm thinking, yeah, they're calling Uncle Bill the Mr. Rogers of the YouTube, and I'm thinking,
oh no,
yeah, that's all we need is Uncle Bill putting on a sweater at the beginning of each show. No,
won't you be mine?
Avada.
Yeah, they were deep into the Avada last night. That's for damn sure. They were.
Good deal.
And
I like Uncle Bill. He's a cool dude. Met him down there.
Yeah, he is.
About a year ago.
He was getting. I think he was getting like. He was just. You could tell he was getting very tired because you could. I expected him to fall asleep.
There was one video where he actually fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his own show or somebody else's live stream. He was just sitting there.
No, I think it was his own show because I think I was watching that time, and
you can go back. You can go back 2 or 3 years and watch Lloyd go to sleep.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah,
he fell out of his chair.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's right. I did fall out of my chair, and that was a rough one. I'll tell you, it scared the hell out of me that time. But yeah.
Well, at least when I have a coughing attack, I hit the dump button.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and
I forget to do that, and yeah. But I did that day. I actually hit the mute button, so nobody realized what was going on until they see me getting up, pulling my chair up. Like everybody's like, "What the hell are you doing over there?" I come back on. I said, "I'm all right. I just passed out, He said he wasn't sleeping. He was reading a message from work. Yeah. Okay. All right. And welcome, Mark White.
Hey,
guys.
pilot.
taking the dump, Art.
Yeah.
That's a good statement there, Lake Violet. I agree.
Yeah. And top of the hour, Ron Brown is should be starting it right now. He should be starting his Drone Nation, and
So it's
you can
called
get the real scoop on drone
Yeah.
stuff. So.
we can go and raid his channel then.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
We'll go and raid him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let me go around here, and I'm going to do the timer out this time because I don't usually do it, but this time I'm going to. And I haven't been doing the shameless plugs here lately because it's just it takes out too much time because I'm having a good time. But Art or Chris, what do you got coming up on your channel?
Man, I fly every Sunday, and
Right,
I'm doing a little. Started FPV, so I'll be throwing some of that up here, flying around the farm. I got
okay,
a ton of room to fly, so just enjoy it. It is what it is. If you like it, great. If you don't, move on. It's
I
all
always like
good.
watching your stuff. I do. And
Nothing special.
Nothing special. Well, what you do, I mean, your 2 minutes of hope that you do with Kelly Stores, and Ron Brown is the subscriber of the month.
Yeah. I did my 2 minutes of hope last month was about a big Tex there at the state fair, Lord.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I enjoyed researching that and reading up on it because I knew I live. Kearns, Texas is probably almost 30 minutes from here, from where I live.
Right.
And I've grown up all my whole life. And Big Tex started off with Santa Claus, and it
Right.
just went on from there. So I did a little bit of filming, and then just kind of researched it and talked about it for a couple of minutes. And everybody seems to, some fellow Texans didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So
I had actually seen Big Tex. I don't know if it was when we drove through there or when it was that I'd seen it, or I can't remember. Years ago, I think it was. But see, we've got, like in Tulsa, we have a guy's a Tulsa driller, and he's a big guy stands next to a big giant, and he's out in front of our Tulsa State, the Expo Park up there, because up until the 80s, Oklahoma was the oil capital of the world. Because we had more companies, doing business here, and they were getting their oil from Texas and Oklahoma, because I think they're all. If they just opened up the wells of Texas, Oklahoma, we wouldn't have these high gas prices.
No comment.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's cool. Everybody's got. I mean, I'm looking at three guys here that has a story like I told the other night, and just to get it and tell it, it may not be 100% accurate, but you get the gist of the story.
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm gonna try to
to
start doing that just a little bit more on my channel because people like to hear me talk for some reason. I don't know why. And
bless it, that damn Texas accent.
And I like to read. I like to read out loud. It's never bothered me. So
right.
I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna start trying to do that just a little bit more.
Yeah, because you got. Yeah, I mean, especially for things.
You got a great voice for radio.
Yeah,
but not the rest of it.
Yeah, no, you got a good. That's why I started calling you nephew, because my nephew's down, and he was raised over there in Clovis, Portales, and Amarillo, in between all that area, and they've got the same accent. And you sound just like him, and that's why first time I heard your voice, oh my God, you sound just like my nephew. But anyways, Dom, what exciting things have you got coming up besides?
Probably find another live stream to get onto. But no, I'm doing. I'm going to try and fit in every second week in the Brant Aerials time slot, and have an hour then.
Okay.
So that's the alternate week when Ken Heron's not on.
Right.
So yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We'll see how we go with that time slot. I tried it last week, but stuffed up the timing. I forgot about daylight saving.
Yes.
And I went on at 5 p.m. and no one was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the hell is it?
And Art, what do you got going on in your channel?
Well, I've got some video from yesterday that I've got to edit that I haven't gotten to today because I was busy with the extender pedal on my the brake pedal on my car.
Right.
So that took all, a lot of time. But the pizza was good, and got a show this week giving away more toffee and stickers and maybe some good stuff. Maybe in a month I'll have another big prize to give away.
Excellent. Well, I said I was going to run the timer, but I'm not. I'm going to tell everybody what I always say: be kind, treat each other better than you treat yourselves. Remember, everybody matters, even old rednecks like me. So, God bless, God help USA, because we need it. Rednecks, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I'm missing a tooth, and that's the one I used to see what I was saying, but now that it's gone, I can't see what I'm saying.
Whistle through it.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, guys. Thanks everybody for being here. Y'all have a good week. And I'm a grumpy vlogger, and I'm out of here. Bye bye for now, folks.
Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.